Your spirit might not fully grasp why there's been this restless stirring inside you, but heaven does. This is a sacred turning point, a divine rearranging where old ways of thinking, familiar routines, and even certain relationships that no longer fit your calling are beginning to fade away. Every setback, every unexpected turn, every quiet season has been shaping you for this exact moment. The beginning of August isn't just the flip of a calendar page. It's the start of a fresh assignment, a new anointing, and a visible move of God in your life. If you've stayed faithful in obscurity, if you've clung to God in the dark, then listen closely. Your hidden season is coming to an end. What heaven witnessed in your private obedience is about to be revealed openly. Your name is being mentioned in places you've never walked into, not because you sought recognition, but because you honored God in the shadows. This month, divine favor will rest upon those who were once passed over, and you could be one of them. Rise, not with pride, but with the authority God has placed on you. The transformation has already started within. You were never insignificant. You were simply being prepared in secret. This August is your set time. Be ready. Heaven's timetable is in motion. The weight you felt in the silence? It was because the enemy caught a glimpse of what God had planned before you even knew it yourself. The unveiling, the breakthrough, the elevation were already scheduled in heaven's agenda. That's why the pressure grew. That's why there was spiritual resistance before you saw any physical sign. But now, the tide is turning, and here's the truth. No scheme of the enemy can cancel what heaven has decreed. The spiritual opposition you faced wasn't a sign of defeat. It was proof of your promotion. Every tear you've cried has been counted. Every prayer you whispered when no one was listening has been stored in God's hands. The doors that refused to open in the last season will swing wide in this one, not because you forced them, but because God Himself is turning the key. This month, you will see signs of acceleration. Conversations will shift. Connections will align. What was once delayed will suddenly gain momentum. You won't have to strive. The grace of God will carry you where hard work alone never could. Remember this promise. At the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Galatians 6-9, so stand ready. Keep your heart humble, your faith unshakable, and your eyes fixed on the one who called you. The unveiling has begun. The season you've prayed for is here. And nothing, no voice, no lie, no opposition, can stop what God is about to do in your life. Get ready. Your appointed time is now. This is the moment heaven has been preparing you for, not a random breakthrough, but a carefully orchestrated one. The same God who saw you through the wilderness will now lead you into the promise. You didn't come this far just to survive. You were called to stand as a testimony of His power. Let this truth settle deep into your spirit. Your story is about to shift from waiting to walking in the answer. The battles you fought in silence will become the very testimonies that inspire others. Your scars will speak of survival. Your victories will point to God's faithfulness. And your life will be a living declaration that His timing is perfect. So walk into this new season with boldness. Speak life over your steps. Expect doors to open that you never even knocked on. And when they do, remember it wasn't by your strength. It was by His hand. You were hidden for a reason. Now you're being revealed for a purpose. Step forward. Heaven is already cheering you on. The attacks you faced weren't proof of your weakness. They were confirmation of your assignment. Hell doesn't waste ammunition on those who pose no threat. You've been targeted because you carry something heaven sent, something the enemy cannot steal, only delay. But the delay is over. The resistance is breaking. What once felt like walls blocking your way are now becoming gates swinging wide. You will see sudden shifts, not because you forced them, but because God Himself is breathing on your path. Every no you endured is about to be replaced by the yes that matters most. Every loss that broke you will be answered with a restoration that overflows. The people who counted you out will watch God count you in. So lift your head. This isn't just a season of blessing, it's a season of positioning. He is placing you exactly where you need to be, so when the opportunity comes, you will not just enter. You will reign. This is not the moment to shrink back or question if you are ready. You have been forged in fire, refined in silence, and strengthened in the very places you once felt weakest. The battles you thought would break you have actually built you. God is not simply opening doors for you. He is removing the hinges. What is about to be released over your life cannot be stopped, reversed, or sabotaged by any human hand. You are stepping into a chapter that was written before you were even born. So walk forward with your shoulders squared and your spirit anchored. The same God who kept you through the storm is the God who will crown you in this season. This is your unveiling. This is your appointed time. Heaven has declared it. Hell cannot cancel it. Get ready to move, because the mantle you carry is not just for you, but for every life you will touch. Step boldly, speak truth, live holy, and watch as God does exceedingly, abundantly, above all you could ask or imagine. As you step into this, remember, this is not just about promotion, it's about purpose. The elevation you're walking into isn't so you can be seen. It's so God can be seen through you. This is why the attacks were so relentless. This is why the warfare intensified. The enemy wasn't fighting your present. He was terrified of your future. But what he forgot is that every weapon formed against you may have been crafted, but it was never destined to prosper. August will not be an ordinary month. It will be the month where prayers you thought were forgotten suddenly come alive. It will be the month where what was withheld is released, where what was delayed comes rushing in like a flood. Not because you earned it, but because you endured. So lift your head. Shake off the doubt. Step into the room with the quiet confidence of someone who knows they have been sent. The same God who called you will keep you, and what He begins, He always finishes. You're not just entering a new month, you're entering a God-ordained season. And when heaven says it's time, nothing and no one can say otherwise. And when you move forward in this season, do not drag the weight of the past with you. Old wounds, past rejections, and yesterday's failures have no authority here. You are stepping onto ground that has already been prepared for you, ground the enemy cannot claim, because God has already marked it as yours. August is not a time for hesitation. It's a time for bold obedience. There will be doors that open suddenly, conversations that feel divinely orchestrated, and moments where you will know without a doubt, this is God. Don't let fear disguise itself as wisdom and talk you out of what heaven has placed before you. The ones who doubted you will be the ones who witness your rising, not because you need their validation, but because God delights in showing His faithfulness through those who were counted out. And when it happens, remember to give Him the glory. This season is a covenant moment between you and the Lord. He carried you through the silence, shielded you in the shadows, and now He's positioning you in the light. Walk in it, own it, and above all, guard it, because what God is doing in you is too precious to be handled carelessly. You are not just a witness to the shift, you are the evidence that God keeps His word.